Well, let's speak now to YolanDa Brown, saxophonist and owner of the music venue Soul Mama. She's an ambassador of the Prince's Trust and also lieutenant for the Greater London area. Deputy Lieutenant, yes. Welcome. Thanks for coming along today. Now, you watched at home.
Oh, yes.
What was that like?
It was amazing. I think, really interesting because I've got my family at home, my husband and my 2 daughters as well. And, watching it along with the programme, I went into detail, downloaded the programme and just really wanted to feel a part of the day and take it all in. And it was amazing to watch.
Emotional at times?
I think so. Having just watched the Queen's funeral and mourned with the rest of the nation and knowing that this is the start of something new, even though there is a lot of tradition and heritage within the service, you can feel that the direction is moving. There's a lot of diversity on show through from the orchestra to the soloists to all of the officials taking part. And I think it was a symbol to show that the world is changing and there's a lot to come.
Music is your arena. What did you make of the choices, the special compositions that there were made for today?
I think you could tell that so much thought had gone into it. Representation of everything that, Britain stands for now, and making sure that all of those different voices were taking part. So from the gospel choir, I really loved Pretty Yende. This was before the service took part. That was quite an emotional moment for me, and we hadn't even started yet. Just watching her performance and taking it in with the orchestra, it was just absolutely wonderful.
What's been your relationship with the King? Because as I said, you're Deputy Lieutenant.
Yes.
What does that involve?
So as a Deputy Lieutenant, helping the Lord Lieutenant with his duties, which is obviously making sure that the monarchy is greeted at different events and making sure that we're bringing to light all of the amazing work that's happening in the community around London and for the rest of the lieutenancies around the country, and bringing them to light and making sure that they are celebrated. But also just 2 months ago, having an amazing time performing at Westminster Abbey myself for the Commonwealth Day service, and the next day picking up my OBE at my investiture. So it was it's been a very royal couple of months.
Oops, a little interlude there. And what was that like receiving your OBE? I mean, what did it mean to you?
It meant a lot. I mean, we don't do anything that we do for the praise or for the awards, but to be recognised for that, to be thanked, and to be able to celebrate with my family, my mum and dad and daughter and husband were able to come to Buckingham Palace with me, and watching all of the proceedings today brought all of that to light for us, saying we've been in there and we've been there with the King, and it was lovely to be able to share my vision and my dreams with him as well for music education, for my venue Soul Mama, and just really talking about all of the things that I see for the future in music.
So what did you talk about? What was the conversation? Can you let us in on what that was about?
I can. Well, as I say, I was at the reception at Buckingham Palace the day before for the Commonwealth Day. So he said, "Oh, you made it back again then," which was it's nice. And I could see that personality coming throughout the day, his little quips and jokes with the people around him and just sort of making sure that everybody feels comfortable. But then, of course, yes, speaking about the amazing work of the Prince's Trust, the things that we'll be doing in the future, even internationally, which I think is a lovely step forward for the charity. And also we spoke about music education and needing to do more so that every young child has the ability and access to make music, which is lovely.
And tell us a bit more about that, your work with music and young people.
I think it's really important, as we've seen even today, from processions to the marching to the service and everything in between, there is music everywhere. And music helps us to process our emotions. It helps us to communicate, to get into a similar feeling. And that happens as well in the classroom, when you go to a music venue to enjoy music, when you put the CD on or on the radio. So why don't we invest more into it? Why don't we allow people to still be creative and share that with each other? It's the best thing ever, if you haven't noticed. And I think that we should be doing more to celebrate music.
Your enthusiasm is infectious. YolanDa Brown, thank you very much for coming to speak to us today. Thank you.